Oh, welcome in, gang. Welcome in, gang. We are back for another live turbo commentary, game number 4. It is great to be here. Host of Game here. We are back for another turbo commentary, and Matt saying Silvertown. All right, 2 new Wolves. So right, last game, Void, Silver, both won as Mafia. The first Mafia win out of these 3 games. Let's see what happens in game number 4. Is there gonna be a bounce back? We go to the live post right now. Goof saying, "Why are you cosplaying Matt?" Massive. What's going on here? Wow. X has killed this tomorrow. Oh, because did Void ran Scum 3 times in a row? That'd be really interesting. And yeah, X just wants Void killed. Oh my god. Wow. I'm just at a loss of words, man. I'm just so tired of those previous games. It is crazy what's going on there, and I'm just trying to, this is early day one, just letting things go and just kind of having fun with it. But yeah, wow. And Akane thinks Suki might be Wolf. Let's see if that comes to fruition. Suki's a read that a lot of people have. Oh, and Alexa seems to. Oh, and yep. And it seems like Alexa believes Suki branded Wolf in the chat, and so Alexa might be feeling that way, and so perhaps Akane is town based off that. Suki might be Wolf. Why though? Akatsuki, Suki-chan. Let's see what's going on here. Wait, why? Candy might be town, and then Calypso says, please don't talk to me. Please. And then Akatsuki says, wait, why? I'm actually curious. I didn't see a negative post yet from Suki, but this is really impressive from Alexa. I wonder what the specific read is. And yep. And exactly, Alexa read a Q and DVC also V reads Okino Akane for that read on Suki, I presume, and also V reads Void, but I would be careful on Void, especially after those previous 2 games, but we'll see how that goes. Matt also saying Smith probably town. Eggs, Nanya. Nanya business. Haha. Eggs being funny as always. Void, your wording did imply that I'm going to be playing as town this game though. Everyone thinks you're a villager though, and Void is kind of playing around it. Why do you believe me, Lafayette? Void's it's got that. I didn't say I believe you. I said it would be nice. Be nice to that watching. Oh, wow, it is getting to me. Suki. Oh, okay, I think Suki is, but I don't care, to be honest. She can live. That is a base read from Akane number 112. Calypso thinks I think Suki is Wolf. That is crazy. So these 2 players are probably town, especially because Alexa feels Akatsuki is Mafia. I was towering you, though. That is kind of a weird post, though. But Void does seem towny, but I'm wary. Okay, so there she's adding the but I'm wary at the end. So Suki is getting better. Suki is in the 50% of games where she's not obvious town to me. I don't know beyond that. And so Smith also feeling the same. So perhaps there could be that feeling on Suki. But Suki feels town. What are you guys doing? And so here's Clem trying to push back on the Suki summaries. Oh, and Akane goes bye-bye to Silly Goose. Bam! The hand to the face. And now it's getting weird pressure on to Suki. Let's see what happens. And Alexa and the DVC showing Suki's snow game, copying Silly Goose's Clem's thing of Suki Town GG. Alexa, I think this is the Suki snow game. Thoughts? No one in game can read her. Actually, I believe. And now all of a sudden, we shall see if this is the quote-unquote Suki snow game or not. And this is a playlist dude. Obviously, Akane Scum reads Suki, but is not really doing much about it. Matt says, you spewed yourself, Wolf, if Suki is V. Do you retract the statement? And Matt already putting that pressure onto Clem. And I kind of like this from Matt, right? I think this is a counter read for Matt. I think this is a read that he's making, knowing that, he's not doing this to his partner, trying to put pressure on someone to double down their scum read, right? And in case they would, right? He doesn't want that. He would try to deflect off. And especially if Suki is Mafia, he knows that this is kind of going down the wrong route to get them killed. Akane. And then Clem does little, the tongue out emoji. Calypso, you sound really different. I don't like the way you're making reads. So Suki, so yeah, Akane, Calypso probably town, Matt probably town. Calypso, Akane, Suki. Calypso, Akane, and Matt probably town so far. Suki, Wolf, and let's see, what is Eggs doing? Oh, now this is also Wolf. And so here's Eggs, right? Immediately just retorts, Void to seem towering, but I'm aware. And so Eggs is actually screaming at Akatsuki, not because of that pose itself, but probably because she's towering Void, and Eggs just is not towering Void. So Eggs is also probably town. I think the way they're making the rings, but let's see. Now this is a Wolf, and then Silver says, then vote it, Lemao. So Silver putting the pressure as well to put the votes on Suki. Haley and Alex are probably saying Suki is Wolf and DVC right now. And Akane, I want to say they're Mafia. Obviously, Akane, is really good as Mafia, especially attempting to, be like busting distances up, but I think this is just Akane v this game, especially the way they're going about Suki, right? They don't really want the credit, right? They're like, Suki's Mafia, but you guys can do whatever. But now she's starting to put the pressure on here as we're going in under 4 minutes left in day one. 10 post refresh. This is Wade Halen, Alexa, and DVT, and Calypso. It's just so funny. Calypso is obviously Town, but it's just so funny to see them work at it. And I just assume I'm Town easy. Silver is a villager, Matt is a villager, Okin is a villager, Esk is maybe a villager, Suki kinda not on a team together. That's all I got right now. Well, good reads. Void, thoughts on Candy and Clem? I'm surprised Silver's asking this. I mean, Candy seems pretty talented. Clem, I actually don't know. Goose Suki are in most worlds a difference check. Oh, interesting. So Matt is actually not even saying they're paired, but in most worlds a difference check, but not zero chance of both being wolves. Okay, so Matt is also kind of putting the pressure on both of them, and I kind of like that from Matt as well. I had everyone don't think Eggs is wolf, and I agree. I don't think Eggs is wolf. I think Eggs is Town. And so Matt is on to Silly Goose for tower reading. I mean, not for tower reading, but I guess just putting the pressure on to Clem. Smith doesn't seem obvious Town. I can usually find him Town day one. And so Akatsuki kind of putting the pressure on Smith as well. Kind of funny. Clem says, votes Akane thoughts and feelings and prayers. Wow, so Clem probably voting Akane because of the push on Suki. That is just bizarre. Clem is very weird. I don't know about Candy. Clem, chillin'. Why does my POE feel like strongly game winning? Silver, that PFP and saying that thought, oh my god, and here we go. Scrambled eggs with the vote on Void. Silver with the vote on Silicon, so it seems like Clem might actually die and take the fall. Today it seems like potentially, but we'll see. Could Clem be a wolf here? And Smith is thinking hard about it. Besides Suki. Oh my god, we are just so losing it. I don't know if I can do another one, but we'll see how much farther we can get here. Suki says, well, I think you could be right also, but why couldn't she be right? Why couldn't she just be right about me? Goose spewed you V as wolf. Well, I think you could be right, but also, and see, that's just such a weird thing, right? I think you could be right, but why couldn't she just be right? Like, it's just nothing, Burger. Silver, I get paranoid when my POV feels right. Eggs, Clem, Suki, Candy. And see, this is actually not a good POE besides Suki, really, because Candy and Eggs are probably V. Clem. Okay, like, it could be Clem and Suki in theory, but, like, I just think two of them, obviously at least two of them are Town, so I don't know, I'm being a silly goose. Yeah, Matt is for sure Town. Yeah, Candy's probably Town. Matt is correct. And Calypso, a bang on Suki. How are there no votes on this? So many people have been talking about her. WTF. And this is just such a towny vote. Well job by Calypso. And then, you can? Akatsuki, if you're able to find me quickly when I'm Town, why did I snow you that bad my last wolf game? And this is such a good reply by Smith, actually. This isn't like outright sus, and you're just kind of curious, and this is kind of a Towny post by Smith, I'd say it could actually be Void and Suki again. That'd be kind of funny. Or Clem and Suki, potentially. If Void says, yeah, that sounds right. Clem says, not gonna lie, that F3 sapped all my energy. I'm just happy to be here, guys. It could very well just be Clem and Suki, honestly. That is my thought. Actually, I don't really disagree with that right now. So he says, you subbed in and different check yourself with Mac. WTF. Oh my god. Oh no, Lemon Fox. She's definitely not obvious Town. I don't know why. You see, Void could also be Wolf. I think my POE is probably just like Void, Clem, Suki right now, to be honest, as weird as it is. And if it is a third Wolf round for Void, that would be really interesting to see. And let's see in DPC. Oh, nice stick. Yeah, and Alexis saying the post where Arcane made. About like not willing to push Akane that hard and just being okay with it, but 30 seconds left. Void onto Calypso. This is so crazy. Well, regardless of Goose alignment, Matt seems Town. Wow. And this is so crazy. What is going on? Your 20 seconds left. A lot on the line. Wow. So much going on. Suki Town, Clem says it, and Matt. And Matt unvotes Clem here. Whoa. Wrong post. Did not mean to do that. Whoops. 8, 7, 6, 5, and Matt onto Akatsuki. And Akatsuki might die here. 3 seconds. 1 second. 0 seconds. And Suki tries to self-present to Silly Goose. And Silly Goose dies. Wow. And Goose dies and flips Villager. A humongous kill. And Matt ended up switching from Goose to Suki. Wow, that is game changing. So it seemed like Matt at the very end there decided to move from Suki, who was 3, and Goose was 3, onto Goose, and it killed Goose, and Suki lives for another day. Huge play, and that could have massive implications that the day goes on. I don't think Matt is Mafia. I still think he's Town, but wow. Candy isn't Towny unless Suki Wolf, and that is just so huge. Wow, and I wonder what the joke will do. And Akane really not caring at all. It's just so funny. Wow, massive day one. I mean, that
By the
is.
way, it's a vigilante
Yep.
setup.
Oh, a vigilante setup. Okay, so never mind. There's no check. So there is a very high chance actually that Suki might die, and the Suki Snow game might have to be delayed, right? Because Vig usually shoots the counter again, and I can definitely see Vig shooting into Suki, giving some discoveries there. But man, that move from Matt. Obviously, it wasn't 100% that Suki could have died, but Suki with the self pres mix in with Matt's last second chance that could have been a potential ram between those wagons is so huge. And look, we talk about Suki's game, right? Such a nice little sneak vote in there, right? It's kind of like sliding in the $100 bill when bribing an officer. That's kind of what Suki did there, right? Kind of just sneakily, bam, let me just vote the counter wagon and get away with it. And yeah, Suki is for sure Mafia, especially after that. But I think Akane is for sure Town. And, Clem and Shine, I see you're here in the VC. Clem, unfortunately, I believe you're wrong on Suki. Suki is Mafia. She's in her wolf range. The way she kind of interacted with her Smith Reed was really bad. The way that she just kind of subtly, just sneakily voted you on the counter wagon, I think is very wolf and negative for Suki. Obviously, we saw Alexa kind of feel about it too, and Benny as well, I believe. But if you guys have any thoughts, you guys are feel free to chat. We have 1 minute and 48 seconds counting. In the night times, if you guys have any thoughts so far in the game, say Clem. I know you got died, but well, what's your thoughts so far?
Oh. I genuinely I do think that Suki Suki could be Wolf, and I kind of reached that conclusion, but like I realized backing up on it would make me look worse.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And I think sometimes, Clem,
Mm,
you just have to not care about how you're perceived, right? Because at the end of the day, your job is to. No, tell me, Clem, your job is to what? Your job is to.
not die.
No, no, no. Your job is to kill.
Get the oh,
Yes,
kill all the
kill the mafia.
wolves, kill all the
Exactly.
enemies to the town.
Exactly,
Wow.
exactly, exactly. And if you die in the process, right? We talk about what scrambled eggs, right? We talk about make an omelet, right? You gotta crack some eggs to make an omelet, and at the end of the day, eggs. I mean, egg, not eggs. Oh, I'm so sorry. And at the end of the day, Clem, it's okay to feel if you're gonna look wrong. I can understand the perception, especially if you have that self-preservation, but especially in those moments, right, when you want to, and look, even if you want to survive, you're just counteracting there's Akatsuki, right? So if you want a chance to survive, killing Suki there, I mean, voting Suki there is technically the play, but you know, it's okay to double back, especially if you're real outing, right? Because as town, your goal is to
Mhm.
kill Mafia. You're not worried about whether you die or not. If you die, well, your legacy will get hurt, right? But I think you did well, and I think it's tough, right? Especially after them being there that F3, it must have been taking a toll, and
Oh God.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, but you're here and you're doing well, right? So shout out to you, Clem,
Yeah.
and thank you so much for playing these games. It's a lot of fun, and look, I'm glad I have
Yeah.
Rem and Benny with me as well. And if you guys have any thoughts in the game, what do you think is gonna happen? Who do you think is gonna get shot? Who do you think is gonna get
Yeah,
vidged?
I think the Suki Snow game ends in about five
I
seconds.
agree as well. Five, four. It's like a snow globe countdown. Three, two, one.
Snow globe countdown.
Let's see what happens. I'm refreshing. I'm refreshing. Spamming it. Spamming it. Spamming it. And
Oh
Suki
fuck.
dies. And yep.
I was wrong.
And Akatsuki dies. And
No.
by the way, Smith died. And we had Smith as villager. I don't know if you guys were here earlier, but I just thought the way that Akatsuki went after Smith and Smith back, the way he kind of commented on Suki there was
Mhm.
villagery. Not well, on partner, I should say, not villagery, but and there it is. And now just like that, one Mafia left. Calypso is town now. I think Void is gonna have to look back at that. If I'm looking at Mafia though, I think Void looks good. I think Matt looks good. I know Matt moved off, but I think Matt looks good. I still think Eggs looks good based off their like read on Suki for the way they read Void. Obviously Akane looks good. I don't think Akane played that way in a way to get cred. And Void says yeah. So who can't Clem read now? And so Void just egging and just that pizzazz, that swagger, that kind of what they call the throwing shade, right? 223 onto Clem. Oh boy. Matt says, man, Siligus, you gotta stop tolerating scummy people for silly. And so Clem just taking so many strays here as she's dead. And Clem saying, oh man, I'm so wrong. Don't talk to me. I'm gonna get canceled. And no, don't worry. There's no such thing as getting canceled in the game of Mafia. It's just about how you rebound, getting better, and learning from your mistakes, right? The moment you give up, the moment you stop trying, that's when you're failing the game. But the moment you bounce back and trying to do what you can, that is when you make an effort to try to be good at the game, and that's all that matters, right? You could be wrong now, but it's about how you come back and finish the game, finish strong, right? But let's see, Escante, trying to read ISOs maybe and try to get feels of more and less in town. I read Aka and didn't like. Exinol, all I could read. See, the reason I like Akane is because I feel like Akane didn't play around Suki to get cred, right? Akane had to read and was like, I'm just going to let her do her own thing. And to me, it didn't seem wolfy. It didn't seem like an agenda. It didn't compare to how Void played around Silver last game, right? And we know Akane loves to vote her partners here and there or distance. It just didn't feel that way. And to
Hey
me,
guys.
it just felt funny. Hello, Smith. Welcome back. It's good to have you back with us, man. I know you were respecting last game. You're a night one kill this game. I don't know if you were on Suzuki. It seemed like you were kind of weirded out by her posts around you. Talk to me a little about that and your feelings there.
I was struggling there, partial. Like if I hadn't pushed her a few times for somewhat similar posting when she was villager, I'd have just gone, let's all kill her and be done with it. But
Yep.
I think my read was basically about half the time she's obvious town and half the time she's in the I don't know range, and she was in the I don't know range.
Yep.
I was starting to worry about like a Matt and Silver team, but that's obviously not what we're dealing with.
Yep.
I have a suspicion that Matt is the Jote here.
Yep.
But I'm not sure.
And look, I think Matt is definitely not Mafia. I mean, obviously, I think Suki had a TMI read there, but I also think the way that Matt played around the whole Suki and Clem read, and also on Akane, I think there was somewhere where Matt had basically told, okay, Akane, you're going to speak yourself Mafia if Suki is read. You double down on this. And I don't think Matt tries to put that type of pressure indirectly on his partner by having someone double down on a read, especially knowing that if they end up killing that player, they flip wolf. I don't think it's the way that Matt goes about it. And yeah, I agree with Silver. Matt is not a wolf. Silver, are you wolfing or bad, lol? And I don't know why Void even says this. I mean, Silver had Suki in the POE. Yeah, it just feels like a weird comment to make, but I think, and Akane claimed Vitch. Wow, okay. I mean, I don't know why she did that. Akane was sound regardless, but okay, I claimed Vitch. Why not game is realistically over tomorrow anyway? That I wish you didn't do, Akane, but we'll see how this goes. There's a nice shot on Suki. So she did actually end up trying to get away with it anyways. She was like, I'm not going to care about it, and then she ended up shooting Suki, which in hindsight actually is kind of a Vitch type thing to say. It's like, Suki might not die in the day, but
oh god,
she will
yeah.
die in the night.
No, if that's real, that's just throwing.
And here we go. We have the legend, the myth, the legend, Suki-chan, the one who had showed up on day one or game one, game two, the hammer and F3, the Jote shot on Wolf, and really had a potential to snow here. Unfortunate for the Vidge, but great to have you, Suki-chan. I don't know if you want to unmute or have any thoughts, but any thoughts so far in the game? Well, how do you feel about your partner? Obviously, you don't have to give spoils, but what is the percentage you'd give of your partner winning? And she's currently typing in chat. And so Scrambled Eggs on to Silver Scepter. So I think my town right now, if I'm looking at Akane, Matt,
she said 40%.
40%.
There's
wow.
a real chance Matt's the wolf here. 40% is very high for this game state.
Well, so I think, if Matt's the wolf, I don't know, right? Because Akane seems to be scum reading Matt a lot. So either Matt's going to die somehow in the day or at night, right? So I don't think...
Matt doesn't normally push Suki here.
Yeah, and he doesn't do it the way he did it, right? But yeah, Akane's like, I love how everyone ignored my claim. I still don't know why Akane claimed. There was no reason to do it. You could have still gone some potential villas that the Mafia are kind of pure hunting for, but we shall see. And Akane now voting Void. I like that vote onto Void, actually. That's a good vote. I think Void could potentially be a wolf. I think at this point, I look, if I'm talking Mafia, I think Calypso, Eggs, Matt, and Akane are town. So I think you're looking at everyone else, right? I think you're looking at Escante, looking at Void. And that 40%... look, if it's Escante, Void, Silver, is that really a 40% chance? Look, if there's a wolf, I would lean it. No, I just think the wolf is in there. I just don't think anyone else makes sense. And we'll see how this game goes on. But, yeah.
I will say that there's a real chance of Matsuki WW post at the end of day one with Suki dying. Boy, that's possible?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. But yeah, we'll see. Matthew, I never buzz for us from him. Obviously Matt unvoted there in a situation where Suki could have potentially died there, but obviously the thing is, in a Vitch sit-up too, right? Your Mafia's gonna die the next day, right? But regardless, I think Clem and Suki, I think Clem and Suki would have probably died anyways. They would have gone chained back to back no matter who had died, but yeah. Calypso, him trying to dispute people's boundaries on me day one is exactly what he do. And he went shrug, at Silver's PoE, and now he's starting to scum read Silver again. When did I ever start scum reading Silver? Well, he did say Silver was either wolfing or bad. I just think Silver is skill issue. I don't understand this, but Void, if I'm Void, I don't really get that perspective still, right? Silver had Suki in PoE. Yeah, I lied about scum reading him last game, so he wouldn't get endgate. Nice one, Calypso. Matt says, you do realize that you killed a wolf day one. Derp cleared aloud. Can you stop trolling like dead ass? Void and Silver. Dude, Eggs is so funny, man. I mean, Eggs is the type of player I would want to play with because I think they make the game fun and they're funny, right? I mean, that's the type of post. Just.
I don't think it's Escanta.
Oh,
I don't think it's Escanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say so. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to say something?
No, I have nothing
Nope,
to
go
say.
for it.
I just don't have it
Oh,
either.
I think that Silver is playing within their wolf meta right now. As someone who's played fast-paced games like this with them, like Mafia GGs, a lot of the time, I think that their frustration there with eggs felt very wolfy. I guess the way they've gone about it, not necessarily the content of it, but the way they took it felt like it came from a wolf perspective, I guess.
Okay, so that means Silver is town. Got it. No, I'm just kidding.
What the heck?
I'm just kidding. No, I mean, for sure. Like, as I mentioned, I just think the following players are town, and maybe people can feel free to disagree with me. I just think Calypso, Eggs, Akane, and Matt are town. Obviously, if there's one deep wolf in there, it would be Matt. I just think he had some decent posters day one, but we'll see as it plays out. Mel,
Did Okino just hard claim not Jote with 293?
Did who?
Okino, I think that's Akane's alt, right?
Yeah. She said she did claim Joe. I mean, no, Vich. She said, "Matt, I'll shoot one of Void and TSS." So.
Or is this a VIG game? And I just
No, it's a VIG
wasn't
game.
paying attention.
It's a VIG game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was still very stupid of her to claim, but
yeah, I mean, I agree. I did think the claim was a little unnecessary. I mean, look, we talk about Smith dying 9-1, right? I mean, Mafia are looking for PR hunting and trying to kill the the Vidge there, right? You kind of clear yourself, and then in a position, right? We talk about town, right? You just cannot let your foot off the gas. Never be complacent. I think the moment town gets complacent is the moment Mafia gets a 1-up. You just gotta keep that foot on their throat, keep it honed in, and focus on the target, right? Don't let up any moment, because the moment you let up and Mafia find a way, they sneak in, you're giving them an opportunity, right? If Akane keeps hitting, you find a way to potentially stay alive longer, and as a PR, you can easily claim and shoot your Mafia targets, right? And now here they go, 2 votes on Void, right? You got Calypso and Scrambled Eggs on Void, and Matt goes, damn, dude, didn't react fast enough, lol, because typing. Also thought Candy was coming, but her sussing me probably comes from town. I don't know, damn, dude. So let's see here. I think Void, well, we'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, Void says Eggs is Wolf, by the way. Interesting. And Void dies in Wolf's Vanilla. So
that
after
hammers.
And wow, play more turbo so you can get a green red next time. And that is so funny. 309 to 310, and Matt, if he's down, he's got to be kicking himself there. But I don't mind their kill there on Void. I think it's not a wrong kill. We're about to see whether or not Clem's read on Silver was indeed correct. We do have a feeling Akane might shoot Silver. We know Akane tends to potentially move away from their shots, but I think there's a good chance that TSS dies here, and that might just end the game. I think I disagree with Void's read on Eggs. I think there was some, not even the derp from Eggs day 2, but there was something day 1 where the way Eggs kind of read around Silver. Maybe I'm giving it too much credit, but they also just felt like kind of towny, like with their push on Void and reading Suki for like scum reading Suki for town reading Void just felt like a town that's like, you're scum reading a Mafia, in my opinion. I'm just scum reading you. I don't know, but we'll see. It's obviously not as strong. Matt is just so funny, man. I swear, man, this dude, man, it's like it's like how do I describe Matt? It's like, oh man, it's like a chaotic. It's like what are those type of? It's like those jelly beans, right? You know those jelly bean challenge, like you spin the wheel and you either get a really bad jelly bean or you get a good jelly bean. You guys ever did that challenge? That's Matt, in my opinion. I think sometimes like you eat that jelly bean, it's just so delicious, so scrumptious, so delicious and tastes good, and then you have those ones, the barf flavor, for example. It's like, ugh. Your taste buds just feel so bad, and I think Matt is like that. I think sometimes you get like a game like that for Matt, it's like, oh my god, this is delicious, and then you get one, it's like, Matt, what are you doing, bro? And look, I love playing with Matt. I just love messing with him a lot, but it's just so much fun to see him play the game of Mafia. But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts in this night phase, obviously got 1 minute and 40 seconds going down. And any thoughts so far on the game state right now, and what your thoughts are?
I think I don't buy into the Mafia deep wolf.
I mean, I
Say
do
that
think he's
again?
down. Yeah, Ben thinks. Yeah, Ben says he doesn't buy into the Matthew Deep Wolf. So
I don't think there's a world where he rans Wolf with Suki and then semi-buses her and then change. Like, there's just no world.
yeah, and I
right?
think in a Vitch setup too, to your point, Benny, right? Like even
Yeah.
and the thing is, Clem was also hard time reading Suki, right? So it's not like they're both not gonna not die. And the thing is, like, Matt was also setting up in a way where it's like if you vote Suki, Clem is gonna die, right? So it's like it doesn't matter. You'd rather get the cred there and like look good.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
And as I mentioned too, Matt had that post where like he kind of egged Akane to like double down the read on Suki, to continue the scum rate. And to me, I just don't know if that persists as much. Now, look, if Silver is town, I'm down to look at eggs. I'm down to maybe think of Void, scum rate. They're a little stronger, and I don't really have a strong read there on Escante. So I mean, Smith, if you have the read on Escante as town, potentially it could be eggs, if not Silver. So
She's just not voting. Like her scum meta seems to be casting ugly votes, and she's just not voting at all.
I mean,
I
I'd
don't know
argue
if
she had
that's
some. I mean, she definitely had some ugly votes last game, right? Like even though she was town, it was.
but like she didn't vote until the end of day 2 last game. She's doing the same this game. I don't think she's locked town, but she had like a post or two that I liked. I had a note there. I only have one screen on my laptop, so it's 47. What did she say in post 47 at the end of the first page that I sort of liked?
I do think there's a chance the game just ends with Silver, but let's see. Counting down 5, 4, 3, 2. There's like an iCarly show, but let's see what happens. Refreshing, and the game. I don't know if it's over. I didn't see the icon on the top. It is not over. And what? What? Was there a double stack on Matt? What?
What the fuck?
Wow.
I mean, that is a crazy kill because Mafia. So that means Mafia aren't paying attention. I mean, Akane literally claimed in broad daylight. I mean, that actually could point to Eggs, right? Because Eggs is the type of person who derped. I mean, I don't know, but that is just so crazy. I'm just so lost. And that's actually a massive kill, right? Because not only that, the kills, right, guys, it's a 5. It's 5 players, right? So the fact that they didn't shoot the Vig has another chance, right? Talk about massive implications for the game state.
Is the Vig supposed to holster now?
No, the Vig
because if you miss tonight, you lost the game.
Well, you have 2 chances, right? It's either the Vig gets a chance to kind of show themselves and have an.
They should. I wonder if they should sleep and just let the Vig shoot.
This is interesting because if they didn't cross kill, they would have 2 shots final 4. Yeah. And it would be like almost not guaranteed win, but.
But
really
here's the thing, though. There wasn't even a need to cross kill, right? If you're Mafia, you just shoot the Vig there, and you basically go in this F4, basically last chance. So in fact, actually, Town got a gifted opportunity from the Mafia there. And look, I think there's some spew to who it can be. I mean, Akane kind of claimed their broad daylight. That's why I'm actually not surprised Silver's voting Eggs or either. And
Eggs is an obvious wolf.
I think I think the POE for me is Silver Eggs. I'm kind of. I'm not really targeting Escante, but I'm just kind of trusting Smith there from the similar archetype of her play from the previous games. And I mean, look, I think Matt was shot by Akane. Oh, excuse me there. My apologies. I think Matt was shot by Akane there. Man, that's just so bizarre. I mean, the Mafia isn't paying attention. So just read off that, I guess. Actually, I guess it's a good idea. Why does Calypso think Eggs and Silver are VV? That's like not a good perspective to have.
Eggs is obvious wolf in my opinion.
So Void, talk to me about that, right? You like kind of scummered Eggs hard. What for you was like kind of the nail in the hammer there?
Honestly, the fact it's really simple, but it's the fact that Eggs actually thought I was Mafia there. Because Eggs actually has a very good read on me. And I don't think Eggs as town. I don't think Eggs can't find me. So if we're both town.
Let me ask you this, Void. Was Eggs the first to scum read you, or were you the first to scum read Eggs and then Eggs
I scum read Eggs, and it was pure Omgos with no solving.
I see. So you think that Eggs wouldn't just go to pure Omgos mode, essentially?
Eggs does do that, but there is like solving intermixed and like curiosity within. It's like, but Eggs just voted me just to vote me, and that was it. Eggs isn't solving the game.
And here we go, right? Silver immediately is picking Akane. Who did you shoot? So I mean, Silver already knew Akane had the shot. And look, I don't think in any world does a Mafia leave the Vig alive.
That's not a bad idea.
That's wow, but
that's defensible.
I mean, look.
Also, I'm pretty sure Silver's town here.
I think it's somewhat defensible if you didn't claim, right? I mean, you claimed in a position where you could die, and look, maybe Akane didn't want it
It's
to go
defensible if you claim to holster. If you didn't claim, you should be pewing and hoping that you live, because who the hell is shooting Akane over everybody else on the board?
I mean, look, to be fair, I think you're right, Smith, from the ideology that it would be an F5 and you give Town the opportunity for 2 kills, because if you're Vig and you shoot wrong, then you kind of have F4 and you force the Town to sleep and then they have the F3. But, at the end of the day, it's either the Vig is the person that's going to control their shot and who they decide, or it's a collective Town, right? But I think if you're Akane, you have the game on your... Really, you have the game on your shot, on your gun, and have a chance to put that bullet in the Mafia and take that dub home, right? So, but we'll see if Akane does that. And she's going to have a lot more information now to make that informed shot based off how today goes and, based off last night. So, well, unless Candy is Mafia, then you did have 2 Town only, but I think Candy is Town. Yeah, I mean, I think Candy is always Town. Your Akane is always Town.
Candy scum redeeming probably comes from Town.
I mean, look, Candy's play on Suki was also pretty towny too, right? Candy ended up voting Suki when in a position where she basically called out Suki, said, okay, Suki is scum, not getting any traction. Why is no one voting here? Bam, just places the vote there. It was just super nice and sexy the way the vote happened. I think, it's just a towny play from Calypso.
Yeah, I think the answer is just eggs, and that ends the game.
I voted, but here's the interesting part, right? We look at that day 1, right? It was obviously we know that Mafia might have to vote there to potentially get some cred, but in this position, eggs was one of the votes on Suki, right? And look, I don't know whether eggs buses or not. That's something that I thought looked good for eggs too, and I could definitely see it being TSS, if not eggs. Or, I just think Akane, like, look. Let me ask you guys, do you think Mafia is always incentivized to kill the Vig there? Yes or no?
Yes.
No. So I think in that position, right, the Mafia is one who is pretty uninformed of the whole situation. So, but Silver obviously knew Akane as well, so.
Silver kills the PR.
and look, I'm confused why Silver is upset with the holster. I mean, from your opinion, Silver, right, you already have an F5, so even if you die, your scum raid can die, so it's not even that bad, really. And the holster would have been and the kill would have been on you, so, I mean... Did you check anyone? See, Eggs is just so uninformed. Like, Eggs doesn't even know the setup. Obviously, it doesn't make them Town because the Town PR doesn't impact the Mafia PRs, or Mafia rules. But it's just like Eggs has zero clue what's going on in the game state, which could lean to her also being potentially Mafia based on that. Yeah, so like even if Eggs thinks
Candy
it's
is
check,
Town, Silver's Town. The game-winning PoE is Esk and Eggs.
Eggs, yeah. I mean, look, it's a good idea to go back to Smith and Smith. What's your thoughts on Escante? I mean, do you still lean on to that Town read or?
I mean, they feel weird. It's not as strongly Town as last game. But
like, I read her on her votes and she's got no votes, so it's hard for me to read. Like, she's just sitting in the null zone. I think Silver's having a really good day, especially if he's Wolf.
Silver has the same read as me from Dead Chat.
I don't know Candy well enough to call that one, but
Candy pushing Suki on day 1 is Town.
Yeah, and let's look at Matt here. Matt is saying, Silver's Town on 1,000,000. I wonder if Akane shot me but doesn't want to admit it to skill issues, so he said he holstered. Either way, it doesn't really matter. The Vig is unlimited. Matt says, I'd be surprised if Candy's Wolf. Yeah, so Candy's always Town. Where did I saw Vig? LOL. Matt says, wait. So Clem believes it's always in Silver Eggs. And actually, you know what? Silver's towny just for her 180 on Eggs. I mean, Silver's the type of wolf who's really static with her reads. So her actually changing hard from Eggs Town to then coming in Thunderdome here is a really towny look for Silver. I mean, she's the type to reevaluate, even if wrong. And she always knew Akane was Vig. So yeah, I'm down in the Silver Tower. I'm down with Escante Eggs. I think that probably ends it as well. I think you kind of go Eggs first, just because of the uninformedness at this point, and I would think Mafia kills Vig as well. The vote on day 1 is kind of look good for her, but we shall see. And Akane had mentioned 40%, right? So when you're, not Akane, sorry, Suki-chan mentioned 40%, right? So when you're talking about a 40%, that's kind of meaning that you're giving your Mafia partner a good chance to win, which often means what, guys? Your Mafia partner is in a good position. Who's in good position, theoretically? Eggs, right? I mean, based off the vote and stuff, and who wasn't getting suspected as much. Escante as well, so let's see. Last in Eggs and Escante. Yeah, I don't care at which order. I mean, yeah, that's the correct perspective for Silver. I mean, really, that's the correct perspective for all. I think a lot of them have perspective auto, right? Because Town has 2 kills here, right? So you have an opportunity if you find the one Town and Egg, Silver, and Escante, right? You just kill one, shoot the other 2, and let's see if they get there. And yeah,
I think if people are gonna be really mad if Akane shoots wrong tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, maybe they don't have to shoot wrong because Akane's out to scrambled eggs down voting there. And here we go. How about that? And Silver says, man, Akane, do you want the shot or do you want the vote? I'm surprised what that means. I mean, you still get a kill. I mean, look, if you're Town, you should always be killing here and just letting Akane shoot at the end of the day. I don't think you... look, I think you vote and then just shoot at the night because it gives Akane a chance to reevaluate, right? If you just go in the day, she has to shoot purely based off the 3 alive, right? Or 4 alive, I guess, right? But you have less options.
370 isn't bad.
Which is better.
I think they should probably vote Escante here.
Well, here's the thing. I think I just hope that, if Akane is, voting, if they kills eggs, I kind of hope that they blast Escante, but we'll see what happens because I think there's a good chance that if Eggs dies and if Eggs is down, that Silver is going to die from it. But I think Eggs Escante is my 2 to win it, but we shall see. Eggs says, maybe Silver is lying. Who knows? Not me. That's a really weird post. And Calypso says, wait, it's Milo. Yes, Calypso. Ogia. Indeed, it is Milo. Sorry, that was a really bad pronunciation, but I tried their AKA. They're also known as name. And here we go. 420, the famous number, and that is the amount of time that remains. The minutes are 4 and the seconds are now 10. Silver Scepter says, got it. I don't want to give weight to a derp about invest/fridge because the derp can come from wolves too, I guess, considering wolves are both just goons. And also think about that, Silver. Think about that same line of thought process, right?
Yeah,
the
hammer.
Wolf didn't really know. Oh, is that a hammer? And it is. Oh no, but Eggs is down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Eggs was indeed down. Massive plays. Holy smokes, and it is silence in the DVC and Clem saying, I told you. That is crazy. I do think, though...
And Eggs, you can't read me anymore. You can't claim to read me anymore.
I do think, though, that Silver is still Town because I just don't think Silver does that type of 180, especially in that fashion. I think last is just Escante, but if it's Calypso... Actually... Damn, if it's Calypso, that would be crazy. I just don't know. I mean, if it's Calypso, she's just going to get the W. I just don't know. Yeah, Escante says, I lean down on you. I'll take Canta as confirmed.
Esk probably scum slipped back on day 1 and when they said they expect me to play as Town this game. Yeah. That was probably just a scum slip.
Yeah, I mean, look, as I mentioned, I think Eggs Escante is the PoE to win. As I mentioned, I know it sucks for Silver if she's Town in this position, but I just think last is Escante. I think Akane Escante... I think Akane and Silver and Calypso are Town. I'm not going to really, what should I call it? I'm not going to really reevaluate on...
Eggs
Calypso.
Actually not omgazing Silver there was the reason Eggs was Town. I wasn't closely reading, but I did notice at the end Eggs wasn't scum reading Silver, and that should have made Eggs Town.
And I think part of it too, Void, is, you're the type of person, you ran Wolf 2 games, right? You're not going to get that nice, easy treatment, right? You're going to get berated, you're going to get slapped, you're going to get twisted, you're going to get turned, you're going to get put down, you're going to get a lot of paranoia on you, right? So I think it's reasonable that some people, when they feel like you're scum reading them and their Town, they're like, okay, this guy is probably just Wolf because he's quote-unquote power wolfing, right? So it's tough. I can understand from that perspective, but,
Well, we got a minute left, and maybe the game will be over, and maybe the game will not.
And look, there's a good chance that Akane can even holster, right? And here's what's so funny, guys. I want to see what happens. Hypothetically, let's say the Wolf doesn't kill Akane, and Akane holsters. Does that mean that no matter what happens, the game could be a Town win, right? If they kill wrong in F3 and Akane gets the Vig? Is that a thing, guys? Have we seen that before? Is that possible?
If they say that again?
If, let's say, Akane is alive and Akane holsters and is alive there in the F3, right? Akane is Vig, right? Let's say they miss...
No, I think they auto-ended if you sleep.
Wait, what? No, I'm saying...
I think they automatically ended if you sleep or if you hang wrong in F3.
Oh, really? So there's no night. So there's basically no night past in F3. But we'll figure that out in 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4. So huge, massive on the line. Is Town going to win this, or is Mafia going to pull through at the very end? Can they clutch it again? We refresh the game. It doesn't show completed. That is a bad sign.
Oh!
And there was...
Akane was not the VIG.
Akane was a VT and a humongous play. And did the VIG shoot?
Wow.
So
that's
guys,
actually great.
So guys, talk about this, right? Talk about this for a second. We called what happens. Mr. Smith, is there an always Town win here? Because of the VIG. Can they just sleep? No, but hear me out though. What if they don't even kill? What if they sleep and then the quote unquote VIG?
No, they can't. I think it immediately ends if you do that.
Whoa. Regardless, it's just got to be Escante, right? So Silver is VIG. Silver must be VIG.
Silver's not. Or Silver's either not, but baiting. I don't think Silver's baiting, though. I think Silver just claims it if they are.
So, guys, here's my question. Was Matt shot that previous night? I'm just confused. Did they stack? This is great. And look,
I don't know.
Look, if I'm Suki-chan right now, I'm just kind of grabbing.
There's no way they stacked, right?
There's no way.
Is Calypso the VIG?
Look, I mean, if
Esk being PR would make sense, but I think they're just wolves.
If I'm Suki-chan, I'm just pulling my hair. I'm thinking, oh my god, what's going on right now? What is happening? What is this life I'm living in? And Silver is really look. I look. Or maybe Silver is asking who is the VIG. It's got to be Calypso.
Silver is asking who's the VIG.
Yeah. At this point,
if Esk fell asleep, that would actually. Well,
so
no,
Calypso. There we go. So here we go, guys. Calypso. So I'm the real vigilante. I shot Matt because you wrote it wrong twice. I thought he was pocketing me. I didn't actually find him that tiny in comparison to Eggs. And the way Matt treated Void and in general day 2 was really scummy. Oh my god. And Calypso shot Matterino, shot the Frost Flame. But then who shot Akane? Was it Calypso? That's crazy.
So Matt was a stack kill, huh?
Yeah. Wow. So regardless, our POEs were correct. Escante. Wow. So here's my. So guys.
Escante's got do you counterclaim and Silver's being tilted.
I think it's just Escante.
This is
right?
like 65.
It is just Esk.
It's
It
just
is
gonna be
just
Escante.
Esk.
Now hear me out, Smith. Has this ever happened before? Have we ever seen a game where it goes to this scenario where there is a KP alive in this F3? Have we seen that?
Damn, I caught Esk in
sure.
one message. Oof.
But I'm like 90% sure that you're not allowed to, that it auto ends if you sleep.
Man, so regardless, this F3 is the final, is what you're saying. That is crazy, man. I want to see it. And Silver just votes Escante. Look, man, I just, oh man, and here we go. And we're looking at DVC, and Akane is scum reading Silver, says it's Silver, and here we go, guys. Right? Talk about a game on the
We
line.
had Silver-esque final 3 last game, and we can see how they.
This is just so inviting. And now we have the Snow Leopard. Snow Leopard, talk to me, man. I don't know if you're reading this game, man, but what an interesting game. Who do you think is the wolf, right? We talk about the 1v1 with Silver and Escante now. Waza, Elario, what are you thinking? And here they go, they cross. Oh, Snow Leopard is muted. I think Snow Leopard is unable to talk at the moment. That is unfortunate. Matt literally voted Clem, though. Question mark, question mark. And here is Calypso trying to justify. Look, I think the way Silver is justifying this is just pure talent Silver, right? This reminds me of that anxious Silver, the entitled Silver who's in that DVC. Like, guys, this person was so and so obvious town. What is wrong with you? Why can't you be shooting the correct players? And for me, it's just so funny, right? And I love these GG players. They've come in with a new oomph. They come in with heart. They come in with swagger, and we love to see it. And Escante, Cal, great game. I know I'm vanilla, and I didn't think Silver Wolf, but they have to be. I mean, if Silver Scepter's Wolf, they're playing a fantastic game, by the way. I just gotta be honest. It would actually be a void from the previous game, right? It would be that 180. Anyways, this is my first Lilo as the Conf Town Lamau. And Calypso had the VIG and now has a chance to put an end to it all. And I have faith in Calypso. I just think it's Escante. Look, guys, who do you guys think it? And look, and Silver's saying also I read Void right. Yeah, so Silver is being very entitled, I think, right now, right? The way they're playing this game, it could be performative. I know a lot of people would into that. I just think for Silver, it seems towny. I'll be interested to see how it goes.
Town.
Yeah. And it was funny, right? I forgot what Clem's read was. Clem had a scum read, and I said, oh, they're probably town. Oh, that's right, it was on Silver. So we'll see, though. But Clem is not targeting Silver though. So Clem did actually make the 180 there. We're seeing the DVC there is going out, and it's got this as you've done great time, make mistakes. We're the uninformed majority. You Vidge your best.
Oh boy.
And you get
that's scum posting.
Here we go, right guys? And here we go. One post coming in. Is there ever gonna see a quick hammer? We know the GG players have been pretty slow. And look, guys, and a message to all you guys. I understand it's you that has the sole vote, but you gotta be quick with those votes. You gotta probably vote with like 3 minutes left or something. I just think leaving it till those last minutes, it just can lead to such a disaster, and it could just be so unwanted, right? It could just it's just a mistake, right? You gotta vote quickly, and you just gotta do what you gotta do, because if you wait too long, it could cause you second guessing. It could cause maybe potential issues or errors on the Mafia side with Modbot and stuff. So just vote quick, right? You have it. Vote with 3 minutes, 2 minutes left, right? Don't wait till that last second. Don't wait till those 10 seconds. It's just not worth it. And here we go, Silver. Matt was just town. And Silver, and look, if I'm Silver, though, I need to play this. I think you have to play this from a political perspective, right? You don't, even though you're town, if you think you're town, you don't want to really be pushing Calypso here for being wrong on Matt, because what that does is it actually irritates Calypso here, and it's going to get them pissed off at you in a way that you don't want, right? You need to kind of cater, and I know that sounds weird. I know you're town, and you want to play, like as town, but exactly. So please stop being hungover over Matt and focus on F3, because if you're Silver, you gotta focus on the task at hand, right? It is just so huge right now what's going on, and you cannot afford to just focus on these little I forget the word. Oh my god, the word just went over my head. But you can't focus on these minuscule topics right now. There we go. I got the word back. Can't focus on these minuscule topics, and gotta focus on what's at hand, because the moment you do that and you put Calypso in this position where now she's gonna probably be mad at you or scum at you for those type of reads, it's just not good. So you just gotta hone in on this F3 and focus on scum casing your opponent or town casing yourself. Focus on the task at hand and get on it. Let's go. Come on. And Calypso says, okay, so do it. Escante says, this looks wrong. I got what I wanted last game, and now I can effing chill. And so, yeah, I guess a post like this does kind of sound weird on, first level skim, because, knowing Silver was Wolf last game, it's like, oh, if I lose this game, it's like whatever I won last game, but, it's like, one of those ticky-tacky posts. If you want me to look for stuff that makes S Wolf, then I can try and compare them to their last game, but man, oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat. I know you guys can't see the cam, but this will be up later after the game. It is just so huge what's going on, a back and forth. It is 11:41 p.m. where I am. It's about to be the dusk of dawn as we turn 18 minutes into the next day of our lives. It is crazy what's going on. Why am I doing this? I don't know, but this is so much fun with everyone watching. So much on the line. Another F3. The last 3 turbos, 2 of them have gone to F3. This is the third F3 we have. It has been 1 town win, 1 Mafia win. Can the town prevail over the Mafia win again? Let us see here. It is Escante versus Silver. Both amazing players. Both have been in these similar positions before. Silver says, my perspective is skewed considering I had TMI last game, and I also thought I don't remember much of it after I was voted. Escante says feels forced. So here's the thing, right? Escante seems like forcing the beat, and the timer is up there. 5 minutes and 55. We're getting into motion. I'm sweating. I need to take off my jacket. Give me a second. Oh my god, hold on. This is crazy. What's going on? This is insanity. What is happening? Oh my god. Silver Sector.
And I think the real question, one of the real questions is, did Esk miss the claim, or did Silver know everybody well enough to be like, oh, Akane's just fake claiming?
But that's the thing, right? Escante was the one who was also pretty uninformed, I'd say, in thread, and I just know Silver knew Akane, but Silver also did say the next day, oh, I knew it. So it seemed as if they had some inclination that Akane wasn't actually the Vidge. Still, though, it's bizarre. 2 days they basically didn't believe Akane's claim, or they killed Akane the next day. So I don't know.
Don't you mean the Vigilante?
Oh, Bottom shows up. Bottom, what up? And Bottom is in the chat. Oh my god, with less than 5 minutes ago. Bottom, have you read much of the game? You have any thoughts? We have another post that comes up 4 minutes and 55.
I was just reporting in from, I had dinner with Portia.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, nice.
And then I went to the Orleans and I hit the high hand for $500. Let's fucking go.
Oh, nice. That's hype for you, Bada. But let's see if this is hype for town or not, as they're hoping to get another win here. It's been a great set of games so far. We had 3 games, 2 town wins, 1 Mafia game. Both town and Mafia have had their split wins here in the F3. Who will break through in this game 4 here? Calypso. Okay, so tell me why Esk has come. Also, your vote history is lemon foul. Silver has only voted town, while Esk has only voted eggs. So for me, just looking at that alone, what do you guys think?
I also feel like Suki may have partially slipped that it was silver because she was like 40% win odds, and I feel like you don't say that if Asuka's your partner.
And but that's the thing though, right? Silver also had voted on Calypso, right? So it put like 40%. You're voting on the counter wagon there, right? It's just like, huge and 2 votes there. No appeal. Yeah, and Scott, this is appeal to emotion, which I've heard. Here's the time read my home form. It's covered usually. Guess I'm EC. I will be honest, though, guys. That post that Silver said about like, oh, at least I got last game. I don't have to worry about that. That's actually like from a scum perspective, though. Like, because if you're scum last game and you win, essentially, like, you're like, oh, I don't care about this game as much, right? Like, if you're town, is that really the same mindset you have? Like, if you're town, you want to win this game, right? Like, you think the last game was Mafia win. It almost seems like that came from a bad perspective. So I think if you're asking, you're going to push that the most. But let's see. Escante says, I am slow and tired, but I'm town. I'm doing my best. Escante, you know what? I'm going to believe in Escante. You know what? I'm going to flip. I'm going to call Suki town. I just fell for that post. Watch me there. That's a silly read. This is AT. Out of one of the most obvious log in my ISO that has a lot of emotion, you choose this to call AT. No, I'm kidding. Escante's Mafia. I'm going back. I can't do this. I can't do this to myself.
425 was a good post, but Silver's, I think, a better poster. So I'm just gonna grab the popcorn mentally and not worry too much.
And under 3 minutes.
And if we don't, we don't.
And so look, Smith and Benny, I know you guys were in this last game, right? We saw Escante versus Void. Did you feel like there's any difference here in Escante's gameplay, or do you feel like it's the same, right? Because we've seen Escante as town before here. I just don't know if there's actually that much of a difference, but I don't know how to read her, and I'm just like lost. Calypso goes, Clem, we're the same person. And look, I'll be honest, actually. I'm starting to lean 60-40. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, there are a couple of posts that Silver's making here that is actually making me question, and I'm, like, not saying it verbally, like I said one of them, but, like, I don't know, guys. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Calypso. Maybe just let it run. Maybe you don't. The time is ticking down. This is huge. A lot on the line. Calypso wants to make herself known. On Game 4, Calypso from Mafia.gg, kidnapped by fluppies from AOPS. Oh, apparently she's in the same time zone as me. That's kind of cool. Well, represent. And Escante, it is interesting that Silver pushed me as V and didn't NK me. Maybe wanted me here for the 3. Oh my god, every post Escante is making, I just kind of believe it. I don't know.
That maybe is a perspective slip, though. It's just like, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, why is it a maybe and not a guarantee?
I know, I guess. Maybe I'm being a silly goose like Clement Shah.
I mean, Wolves have all sorts of reasons for the things they do. Although in this case, you would think the Wolves are going to be
generally. It's just really just the day 3 that should be telling me. I did my best to actually narrow it down to what I believe to be a winning solve. S came into day 3 towering Matt, and I which now realize feels more forced than I look back. She says I also okay, it's fine. It's Escante. I'm at 1 minute and 25 and ticking. I gotta throw my jacket away. Oh my god. Yes, Lamau. Is this obvious log? Because I actually thought it was Townie as hell. Yes, Lamau. I'm not happy that my play is being insulted this game, but whatever. I actually think Silver okay, that's Townie. You know what? I'm on Esk. Come on, let's see what happens. Calypso, so much on the line. Your legacy can start now in 2024, April 7th or April 8th, wherever you are. Just so much. 1 minute left. 60 seconds on the clock. Make it count. Escante, are you going to be a winner or are you going to be a loser? Now's your time to shine and show the world what you got. Here we go. Escante back and forth. Escante, and then a shift set up for today. Never mind. Escante is now posting kind of bad. I can't lie. Oh my god.
We didn't get
that setup post is not good.
We didn't.
I think Escante is going to be voted, but I'm not certain that it's going to be.
It's going to be Wolf. We shall see. You got to cross your fingers every time you're open for it. Is Suki in the chat? Meanwhile, she's muted. She hasn't said anything. She's as quiet as a cricket. No, never mind. She's as quiet as can be. Quiet in the night and the dark. It's like as if you don't know who is gonna get voted, and she's so scared. 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Might not vote in time.
Constantly refreshing. Are we gonna get a rand? 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Calypso, you're both scummy. S didn't really try to solve my alignment, even calling me playing differently. Calypso, you gotta get the vote in. What are we talking about, guys? Gotta get that vote in. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Is it gonna be Escante? Is it gonna be Silver? No. 3, 2. There is a rand. Is it a rand? It is on Escante. The town win. The town win. Oh my god! In historic fashion, the town have come back all the way.
6th night.
They find a way. And wasn't Randed. Wow! Just like that, humongous plays. Calypso led it to the very end and finds a way. Unbelievable.
Dude, I can't believe live play-by-play of turbos is a thing. It's incredible.
Oh my god, what a game! And Silver is here. Silver, talk to me about
that was gonna rant.
Yeah,
I thought that was gonna rant.
Look, guys. GG players. Did I not say it? It is just so important to vote with 2-3 minutes left. Why do we let it go to be doing 1 second? Why are we procrastinating? We gotta vote ASAP. I understand your thinking, but you gotta vote quickly. And sorry, Silver. I was calling Escante Wolf. I was starting to also get that weird like 50-50. I ended up going back into Escante, so you're welcome. But damn, what a game that was! Down to the wire. Insane, huge play by it's huge by Calypso. And look, Calypso flexing your wolves. Fixing your muscles, killing the wolves. What a way to show up! What a way to come up in the turbo. That is game number 4, a humongous game. And Escante, well played to you, Escante. I'm gonna be honest. If you look at this F3 and the previous F3. I think Escante was kind of similar, and it's kind of hard to differentiate. And I think Escante is going to be a very scary player, but damn, well played all around. Huge plays. Guys, you have any thoughts? Well, I'll leave it to the people in the VC if they have any thoughts on this game. Any opinions? Let's hear it.
I think the rough thing about this for Wolves is that they bungled night actions, because this is a win if they don't cross kill 2 times in a row. I think there was really no reason to shoot Matt.
Yeah, and I think you're right, Benny. I think that night that they shoot Akane, even if Akane is a villager, right? You shoot Akane there. Well, actually, it's kind of funny though, right? If you actually shoot Akane there, the Vich is still technically alive, and then it's an F4, right? So they actually get like you just need to find 1 town in the other 3, right? So in a way, actually, I understand what you're saying. I could actually see the potential benefit there, right? Because you kind of allow that Vich to have a narrower shot pool to shoot in, where in this case it actually kind of benefited in a way. I don't know. Actually, did Calypso holster on that? Oh, so
cross-killing that.
So cross-killed?
Cross-killed.
No, on Akane. On Akane.
Yeah, there were 2 cross kills.
Oh my god.
No, on Akane it was probably... I'm assuming it was a holster because it was going into.
Let's see. We're going to Threat Summer. Game over. Time wins. Let's look at the actions. If it was a cross kill, that's crazy. So in fact, Escante could have won the game actually that night if. Okay, so look at this. There was no kill night 3 from Calypso. She indeed holstered. So
yeah, Candy was not gonna kill there when it was going into 3.
So in my opinion, it's just. In a way, hindsight, like Benny, I get what you're saying, but I actually think that the sack in a way helped, right? Like,
you're right. I thought they cross killed twice, so that's
why.
So,
yeah. But in a way, it kind of benefited, I guess. But still, really well played by Escante. Really good job. GG's, what a fun game to be a part of, man. It had a lot of fun with you guys too. Clement Shine, you shined. When it mattered, you reversed your read on Silver, so GG's to you. I was kind of trolling earlier though with your earlier read, but GG's, well played. Find a way. And to Suki-chan, well played day 1. You played fantastic. It's unfortunate it was a Vich setup. I guarantee you if it was a Jode setup, you would probably actually live, because more likely than not in Vich setups, they usually kill the counter wagons, so it was kind of unfortunate, but I think more likely than not, if it was any other setup, you'd probably live longer. So well played to you, Suki-chan.
I think we need 1 more turbo.
Oh my god. You need me to do a 5th commentary? I don't know if I have it in me, but if people do it, I might. I don't know, I might. But I might close this recording and upload it to YouTube. If you guys have any last comments, questions, or thoughts, say it now, but I'm going to end it. And it's in the YouTube and the Arrogant123. I'll be posting these uploads of these commentaries if you want to see them live or rewatch them. So, yeah.
Yeah, where's his channel? I'm trying to re-find that.
Take a look. It's here. I'll post it up. But if you guys have any last thoughts, I'm gonna end it. So GG's, well played. What a great game for Calypso showing off. A lot of fun. We'll see you guys in the next live turbo commentary. Peace.
Night.